Hello everyone, as we stand here on August 21st, 2025, the summer sun might still be warming our faces, but in the world of meteorology, our eyes are already fixed on the horizon, looking toward the winter to come. And let me tell you, winter 2026 is shaping up to be something truly special. It's not just another season of chilly winds and occasional flurries. The atmospheric signals we're tracking, patterns forming thousands of miles away in the Pacific Ocean. And the models we trust are all pointing in one direction, a winter that could challenge the record books. We're talking about a season that people will remember and talk about for years, a winter that could redefine what a big snow year really means. Imagine a symphony orchestra where every instrument is tuned perfectly and playing in harmony to create a powerful, booming crescendo. We have a returning La Niña, a phenomenon known for supercharging winter storms, and we're keeping a very close eye on the stratosphere for events that could unleash blasts of Arctic air. When we look at the forecast maps for winter 2026, one thing becomes immediately clear. The northern United States is in the bullseye. We are anticipating a season of relentless and heavy snowfall stretching from the upper Midwest, across the Great Lakes and Midwest, all the way to the coast of New England, Minnesota, Wisconsin. These areas are already accustomed to tough winters, but our projections show snowfall totals that could challenge some of their all-time records. Think of it as a marathon of snow, where the accumulation just keeps building, creating a deep and lasting snowpack that could persist well into the spring. In the Northeast, from upstate New York through Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, we are forecasting snowfall to be 30 to 40% above the long-term average. To put that in perspective, if a city like Portland, Maine, typically receives around 60 inches of snow in a winter, a 40% increase would push that total to 84 inches. That's an extra 2 feet of snow to shovel, plow, and manage over the course of the season, a difference that profoundly impacts daily life, transportation, and local economies. One of the most fascinating and powerful weather phenomena in North America is lake effect snow. And this winter, the Great Lakes are poised to become an absolute snowmaking factory. Here's how it works in simple terms. When frigid, dry Arctic air flows over the relatively warmer waters of the Great Lakes, it picks up an enormous amount of moisture and heat. As this modified air mass moves over land, it rises, cools, and dumps that moisture in the form of incredibly intense, localized bands of snow. What makes this year particularly special for lake effect snow is the combination of warmer than average lake temperatures heading into the season and the forecast for frequent sustained blasts of Arctic air. This large differential, what we meteorologists call instability, is the engine that drives the lake effect machine. It means the snow bands that form will be more intense, capable of dropping several inches of snow per hour. The impact will be most profoundly felt in the classic snowbelt regions. Think of places like Erie, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Instead of getting a major lake effect event every few weeks, they could see significant snowfall on a near-weekly basis, particularly in the early to mid-winter months. This constant barrage of snow presents unique challenges, keeping roads clear, managing the sheer weight of snow on roofs. Furthermore, the influence of the Great Lakes won't be confined to just the immediate shorelines. The moisture often gets drawn into larger storm systems, acting like a booster shot for these storms. To truly understand why we're forecasting such a snowy winter, we need to talk about a powerful climate pattern with a Spanish name, La Niña. In the simplest terms, La Niña is a natural climate cycle characterized by cooler than average sea surface temperatures in the central and eastern tropical Pacific Ocean. It might seem strange that ocean temperatures thousands of miles away could affect whether you need to shovel your driveway in Wisconsin, but the ocean and atmosphere are deeply connected. Think of the tropical Pacific as the heart of the global climate system. When it changes its rhythm, the effects are felt all over the world. La Niña's impact on our winter weather is significant and relatively predictable. The cooler waters shift global atmospheric circulation patterns, and for North America, this typically strengthens the polar jet stream and alters its path. The jet stream, that river of fast-moving air high in the atmosphere, tends to take a more wavy, amplified route during La Niña winters. It often dives south over the central United States, creating a stormy battleground. This path allows frigid Arctic air to plunge southward while also pulling moist, milder air from the Gulf of Mexico northward. When that cold air and moisture collide, You get the perfect ingredients for snow and lots of it. The classic La Niña winter pattern favors colder and snowier conditions across the northern tier of the United States, from the Pacific Northwest through the northern Rockies across the upper Midwest and into the Great Lakes and Northeast. While La Niña sets the stage for a cold and snowy winter, there's another more dramatic phenomenon that can act as a powerful wild card: a sudden stratospheric warming, or SSW. High above us in the stratosphere sits a massive vortex of frigid westerly winds that swirl around the North Pole during winter. This is called the polar vortex, but sometimes this vortex can be disrupted, weakened, or even split into pieces, and that's when things get very interesting for our weather down here on the surface. An SSW event causes temperatures in the stratosphere to jump by as much as 90 degrees Fahrenheit in just a few days. This warming causes the polar vortex to weaken, wobble, or even break apart. When this happens, the vortex loses its ability to contain the dense, frigid Arctic air. That displaced Arctic air has to go somewhere, and often it spills southward into North America, Europe, and Asia. An SSW event can dramatically alter the path of the jet stream, often forcing it into a blocked pattern. This means weather systems slow down, get stuck, and can dump precipitation on the same area for days on end. To understand what a truly historic winter can feel like on the ground, we don't have to look back very far. The winter of 2022 to 2023 in Minneapolis-St. Paul saw the Twin Cities buried under an astonishing 90.3 inches of snow. It wasn't just one or two massive storms, it was a seemingly endless parade of snow events, each adding another layer to an ever-deepening snowpack. This constant accumulation tested the city's infrastructure, strained snow removal budgets, and caused numerous roof collapses, resulting in millions in damages. While heavy snowfall is the headline for our winter 2026 forecast, it's crucial to remember that a major winter brings a host of other hazards. Chief among these is the threat of blizzards. Another significant risk to consider is ice. Sometimes the temperature is just warm enough for precipitation to fall as freezing rain or sleet instead of snow. An ice storm can be one of the most destructive winter events. The risks don't end when the snow stops falling. The deep snowpack we expect will eventually have to melt, setting the stage for significant spring flooding risk. Finally, we must be mindful of the danger of extreme cold. The same Arctic outbreaks that fuel lake-effect snow will bring dangerously low temperatures and wind chills. Exposure to these conditions can lead to frostbite and hypothermia in minutes. This is a serious threat to outdoor workers, the elderly, children, and those without adequate shelter. A comprehensive winter plan must account for all these interconnected hazards: the blinding snow of a blizzard, the crippling power of an ice storm, the lingering threat of spring floods, and the silent danger of bitter cold. With a potentially historic winter on the horizon, preparation is everything. Taking steps now can make the difference between cozy comfort and stressful emergencies. Create a winter emergency kit for both your house and your car. For your home, include at least 3 days worth of non-perishable food and water, flashlights with extra batteries, a first aid kit, necessary medications. Next, turn your attention to your property. Add weather stripping to doors and windows, caulk any gaps, ensure proper attic insulation, and have your furnace inspected by a professional. For your vehicle, a winter car kit is a must-have. Include a shovel, ice scraper, jumper cables, sand or cat litter for traction, and extra warm clothing. Get your car serviced, check your tires for adequate tread, test your battery, check your antifreeze, and ensure windshield wipers are in good working order. If you have a snowblower, get it serviced now. Stock up on rock salt or ice melt, and get sturdy, ergonomic snow shovels. On a community level, now is the time to connect with your neighbors. Check in with elderly or mobility-impaired residents. Organize a neighborhood contact list for quick communication. Pay close attention to communications from your local officials. Know your community's snow emergency routes and parking rules. By preparing your home, your car, and your community connections, you can face the challenges of winter 2026 with confidence, ensuring you and your loved ones stay safe and warm. As we've journeyed through the forecast for winter 2026, from the powerful influence of La Niña to the wild card of the polar vortex, a clear picture has emerged. This isn't just another winter. The convergence of major atmospheric drivers is pointing toward a season of significant, and in some places, potentially record-breaking snowfall. The Great Lakes snow machine is primed to work overtime. the storm track looks poised to deliver frequent and impactful events to the Midwest and Northeast. The science is complex, but the message is simple. Get ready. This forecast is not meant to cause alarm, but to empower. Knowledge is our best tool when facing the power of nature. We've seen that a season of extreme snow tests our infrastructure, our resources, our spirit, but it also reveals our strengths, our ingenuity, our resilience, and our capacity to come together as communities. Beyond the challenges, there is also beauty and opportunity in a winter like this. The deep snowpack will create a winter wonderland, and this season will create memories that last a lifetime. So as we move forward from today, August 21st, 2025, let's carry this knowledge with us. Let's use the coming weeks and months to prepare our homes, our cars, and our communities. Let's check on our neighbors, make our emergency plans, and get our shovels ready. Winter 2026 is coming, and it promises to be one for the books. It will challenge us, yes, but it will also offer moments of incredible beauty and opportunities to demonstrate our strength and solidarity. Let's face it head on, prepared and informed, ready to embrace everything this remarkable season has to offer.